Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Suchandra Day. Today we will explore a beautiful and thought provoking poem, A Tiger in the Zoo by Leslie Norris. Before we begin, I want you to think about this question. Have you ever visited a zoo and seen a tiger behind bars? How do you think the tiger feels inside the cage? Let's find out through this powerful poem. Let's first know about the poet. Leslie Norris was a famous Welsh poet and short story writer. He loved writing about nature, animals, and human emotions. His poems may appear simple, but they carry deep messages about life and freedom. In this poem, he uses the image of a tiger to show us how painful captivity can be. Why do you think poets use animals to express emotions? This poem is about a tiger living inside a zoo. The poet compares two worlds: the tiger's natural life in the jungle, the tiger's imprisoned life in a cage. The poem makes us think about whether wild animals should be kept in zoos. Which place do you think is better for a tiger, the zoo or the jungle? Why? The poem revolves around several important themes: freedom versus captivity, human interference in nature, cruelty towards animals, loss of dignity, wildlife conservation. The poet wants us to understand that every living creature deserves freedom. Is freedom important only for humans? Comment in the comment box. In the first stanza, the tiger is walking inside his cage. The poet describes his beautiful striped body and soft paws. Normally, a tiger is powerful and fearless. But here he can only walk a few steps because the cage limits his movement. Notice the phrase, quiet rage. The tiger looks calm outside, but inside he is angry and frustrated. The tiger's strength is trapped here. Why is the tiger angry even though he looks quiet? Yes, because he has lost his freedom. Now the poet imagines where the tiger should actually be. He should be hiding in the long grass near water holes. He should be hunting deers. This is the natural behavior of a tiger. But sadly, he cannot do any of these things because he is locked inside a cage. Now see the contrast. Zoo life, restricted movement, and jungle life, he is free, hunting, and living in a natural living environment. Why does the poet describe the jungle here? To show the difference between freedom and captivity. In this stanza, the poet continues imagining the tiger's natural life. The tiger should roam fearlessly near villages to the edge of the jungle. He should display his sharp teeth and claws. People would naturally fear him because he is a powerful wild animal. However, in reality, the tiger has lost his power because he is imprisoned. Freedom gives dignity and confidence. Does the tiger seem powerful inside the cage? If yes, why? If no, why not? Now the poet returns to the tiger in the zoo. Visitors come to look at him. They enjoy watching him, but the tiger completely ignores them. Why? Because he is not interested in entertaining humans. His silence becomes a form of protest. The tiger's quiet behavior shows his sadness and frustration. Sometimes silence can express more than words. Why does the tiger ignore the visitors? Yes, because he is unhappy and emotionally disturbed. Now let's see the stanza 5. Night falls. The zoo becomes quiet. The tiger hears the sound of patrolling vehicles. Then he looks at the stars. This is one of the most emotional moments in the poem. The stars symbolize freedom and hope. Although the tiger is trapped physically, his mind still dreams of freedom. Symbolisms used here: stars, which signifies hope, freedom, endless sky. Why do you think poet mentions stars here? Let's quickly revise the poem. The tiger walks inside a cage. He is strong but powerless. He longs for the jungle. He ignores visitors. At night, he dreams of freedom. The poem highlights the emotional suffering of animals kept in captivity. What is the central message of the poem? Wild animals belong in their natural habitats. Let's see the critical analysis. This poem is much more than the story of one tiger. The tiger becomes a symbol of all living beings whose freedom has been taken away. The poet indirectly criticizes keeping animals in zoos and encourages wildlife conservation. The poem creates sympathy for captive animals. Do you think all zoos should be closed? Give reasons. Write in the comment box. Let's analyze the tiger as a character. His physical traits are strong, powerful, and majestic. Emotional traits: he is frustrated, angry, restless, and lonely. The tiger represents suppressed freedom. Which emotional trait of the tiger affected you the most? The poet uses several literary devices. First, personification. The tiger is described like a human. Metaphor: pads of velvet, compares paws to velvet. Imagery: creates a picture of the tiger moving inside the cage. Oxymoron: quiet rage, combines opposite ideas. Why is quiet rage an oxymoron? Now, important devices in stanza 2. Imagery, enjambment, and alliteration. The poet creates vivid pictures of the tiger hiding in grass and hunting deer. Which image from this stanza can you clearly visualize? In stanza 3, the key devices are onomatopoeia, snarling, assonance, consonance, and enjambment. The sound effects help us image a fierce tiger in the jungle. What should does the word snarling help us here? Literary devices in stanza 4. Personification, alliteration, consonance and assonance. The phrase behind bars strongly emphasizes captivity. How do the words behind bars make you feel? Now, literary devices in stanza 5 include alliteration, like he hears, imagery, assonance, enjambment. These devices create a powerful but emotional night scene. Which image is most memorable, the cage or the stars? Now, moral values learnt in this poem. The poem teaches us valuable lessons. Freedom is precious. Every living creature deserves respect. Animals should live in natural habitats. Humans must protect wildlife. Compassion towards animal is important. Which moral value do you think is most important today? Let's reflect on this powerful quote. Freedom is never truly appreciated until it is taken away. Think about it. The tiger teaches us the true value of freedom. What would happen if your freedom was suddenly taken away? To conclude, A Tiger in the Zoo is a powerful poem about freedom, dignity, and empathy. The tiger's cage becomes a symbol of every form of imprisonment. Through simple language and strong imagery, Leslie Norris reminds us that wild animals belong in the wild. Remember, a cage can imprison the body, but never the spirit. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this explanation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next lesson. Before ending, let me ask you few questions. Should wild animals be kept in zoos? Which stanza did you like the most? What does the tiger symbolize in the poem? Write your answers in the comments section below. Thank you.